Hello friends, welcome to BioHub once again. I am Diaste and today we will be continuing with the cell chapter. We will be doing the animal cell and the plant cell. Hope you can see the diagrams clearly. Now if you see this very minutely, you will be seeing that this is the cell of an animal. Any animal, human beings, birds, fishes, any domestic animal, wild animal, all have this cell structure. Whereas any plant or any bacterial body will have this cell structure. Now, in animal cell and plant cell, if you notice very minutely, you will find out some differences in between them. But we will come to that later on. First, let us discuss about the animal cell. Now, in the animal cell, you can see that there is an outline in the animal cell. This outline is nothing but the cell membrane. I think you have already learned in your books about the cell membrane. The cell membrane is a very thin layer covering which is there beside the animal cell, and it protects the animal cell and all the cell organelles from any outside or physical injury from the external environment. And it also provides a shape to the cell. And another thing what it does is that the cell membrane is selectively permeable. That is, it allows only some selective substances to enter the cell. Any unnecessary substance, any foreign substance which is not needed by the cell and is unwanted, the cell membrane will not allow that substance to enter the cell. Next, you will see this white region. I have not given any shade because I am drawing in the whiteboard. This white region, as I have marked, is the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance which is there inside the cell, and all the cell organelles are embedded in the cytoplasm. Now, let us see the next most important component of an animal cell. The next most important component of an animal cell is the nucleus. As I have marked, this is the nucleus. The nucleus is what we say the control room of the cell. You will see in some space stations or in any big manufacturing industries and all, there is a very secret room, that is the control room. There all the things which are done in that manufacturing unit, everything is controlled by that room. Here, this nucleus is the control room of the cell because it controls all the activities of the cell. Whatever activities are done in the cell are controlled by the nucleus. After nucleus, the most important unit of the cell or the animal cell are all the cell organelles embedded in the cytoplasm. There are many types of cell organelles in the cell. Let us go one by one. First, I will be just telling you the names. After that, I will be just defining you about the plant cell, and then we will one by one go by the functions and about the cell organelles. The first of all, we will know about the endoplasmic reticulum or the ER. This one is the endoplasmic reticulum or the ER. You can see I have drawn the diagram in a broad way, and all these dotted structures or hair-like structures, hair-like projections in the endoplasmic reticulum are known as the ribosomes. After that, you can see there is the nucleolus. The nucleolus is inside the nucleus, and this membrane which is bounding the nucleus is known as the nuclear membrane. This is the centrosome, and the substances inside the centrosome are the centrioles. Centrosome is only found in animal cell and not found in plant cell. This is the Golgi body. This is the lysosome. This one is the mitochondria. Now let us come to the plant cell. Hope you can see the diagram of the plant cell clearly. In the plant cell, you will see a slight difference in the beginning of the structure of the cell. You will notice that in the animal cell, we learnt about only the cell membrane, which was the protective covering of the animal cell. But here in the plant cell, not only there is a cell membrane, but also we can see a cell wall. That is, the cell wall is only present in plant cell and some bacterial cells, but not in any animal cell. Cell wall is not selectively permeable. It is freely permeable. Any substance can enter or exit through the cell wall. It will not hinder any one's entrance. Endoplasmic reticulum is also found here. This is the nucleolus, and this one is the nucleolus. The white substance is the cytoplasm. This one is the vacuole. This one is the chloroplasts. These are the Golgi bodies. This is what the plant cell was. Now we will discuss one by one about the cell organelles found in the plant cell and the animal cells. First of all, I will tell you the difference between the cell membrane and the cell wall. First of all, the cell membrane is found both in animal cell and plant cells. While the cell wall is only found in plant cell. Second point of difference. The cell membrane is living, while the cell wall is non-living. It is made up of cellulose. The cell wall is selectively permeable. The cell membrane is selectively permeable and the cell wall is freely permeable. So these were the main or the major differences between cell membrane and cell wall. Now we will come to the nucleus. As I already told earlier, nucleus is the control center of the cell. You can note it down in your notebook. If I draw the structure of a nucleus, it is somewhat like this. So this whole thing is the nucleus. This is found in the plant cell as well as in the animal cell. This is the nuclear membrane. This is the nucleolus. These are the chromatin nets or the chromatin fibers which form a net. This one is the nucleoplasm. So this is the nucleus and these are the components of a nucleus. Now what is there in the nucleus? When the nucleus divides, division of nucleus, though it is not there in your syllabus, but I am giving you an extra information. Division of nucleus is known as karyokinesis. Karyokinesis. These things we learned in your higher classes. So whenever the nucleus divides, these chromatin fibers form chromosomes. Now what are chromosomes? Chromosomes are those substances which carry genes. Now what are genes? It's not that the genes you wear. The spelling is genes and not genes. It's not the jeans you wear. It's not the uniform jeans you wear. It's G-E-N-E-S. G-E-N-E-S, genes, and not J-E-A-N-S, genes. So what are these genes? Genes are the hereditary material. For example, your mother has black hair and your father has white hair. So whatever the hair color you get from them, that is a gene, by gene or by heredity you get. So those are some hereditary materials. So those are called genes. Those genes are contained in the chromosomes. Those chromosomes are transported from the parent to the offspring during the fertilization process. So this is what the utilization of nucleus is, and the main function of nucleus is that it carries out all the vital events in a cell. Please underline this word, box this word, or highlight this word. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Vital events. This is a key word. You need to write it in your exam, in your whatever exam you give. If the function of nucleus comes, then this is a key word you have to write. Vital events. It performs all the vital events of the other cell organelles and all the activities of a cell. So this was about nucleus, what we learned. Now we will come to the fourth and most important part of a cell. That is the cell organelles. Cell organelles. Cell organelles. Now, what are cell organelles? Cell organelles are those structures which are embedded in the cytoplasm. They perform various activities. The first cell organelle we will come to is the endoplasmic reticulum. Or the ER. In short form, we denote it as ER. Now, ER can be a further two types. SER or RER. That is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum or the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now, what does the smooth endoplasmic reticulum denotes? That means why it is called smooth and why this one is called rough. The rough endoplasmic reticulum contains hair-like structures called ribosomes. Therefore, the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum is not smooth and rough. Therefore, it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Whereas the endoplasmic reticulum which does not contain any ribosomes are called the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, ACR and RER. Now, what are the functions of endoplasmic reticulum? Functions of endoplasmic reticulum include it provides internal support to the cell and it also helps in the pathway of transport of different food materials and nutrients in the cell and between cells. Now we will come to the next cell organelle, that is mitochondria. Now, mitochondria diagram if I draw, this is the typical diagram, means diagram of a typical mitochondria. Now, what does mitochondria do? Mitochondria, it mainly are the sites of respiration in a cell. It mainly helps in the respiration of the cell, and this is a very, very important function of mitochondria. It is even written in your book. So, mainly mitochondria, what happens? The food is oxidized. Now, whenever the food is oxidized in the presence of oxygen and energy is released in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, right? So mainly mitochondria helps in the oxidation of foods and release of energy in the form of ATP, from where we get energy. So therefore mitochondria is the respiration site. It is site of, not respiration, right? Site of respiration. Site of respiration in cells. Okay. Now we will discuss about ribosomes and lysosomes. Ribosomes and lysosomes. Hearing the two words, they are very similar to sound, but actually they have a great difference. Ribosomes are those hair-like projections of the bodies that are attached mainly to the endoplasmic reticulum, and they are the protein factories. Protein factories. That is, they help in the synthesis of protein in the cell. But what are lysosomes? What about lysosomes? Lysosomes are also a type of cell organelle found in the cytoplasm, in the animal cell and in plant cell. Lysosomes, they contain some enzymes which help in digestion and many other processes in the cell. Lysosomes attack the foreign bodies which enter in the cell or helps to destroy them, and they contain such an enzyme which when released digest all the cell organelles, and therefore lysosomes are known as suicide bags. This question often comes in your exams, that why lysosomes are known as suicide bags. So therefore the topic for lysosomes is important and you should study that very well. Now next we come to Golgi bodies and centrosome. Now what are Golgi bodies? Golgi bodies mainly help in the transport of materials in the cell, and it also help in the production of cell wall in plants. Centrosome is mainly helping the cell to divide into two daughter cells during mitosis. So these are mainly all the cell organelles covered here. But still now one cell organelle is left. Now we will learn about vacuoles. I made you a diagram of the plant cell where I told you about vacuole. Now vacuoles are mainly found in plant cell. There may be present one large single vacuole. They are not found in any animal cells. Sometimes they are found in amoeba. Now in plant cell, the vacuoles which they are found, they contain mainly cell sap which contains amino acids and many other minerals in them. And the covering of the vacuole is called tomoplast. The covering is called tomoplast. So this is very important. This very often comes in one word or fill in the blanks, true, false, these comes. Now function of vacuoles. Vacuoles mainly provides shape to the plant. It provides shape to the plant, keeps it turgid, and it also stores food materials in it. Okay. Now we will come to plastids. Now what are plastids? Plastids are mainly of 3-4 types. You will be learning in class 6 some types. For example, chloroplast. I think you have all heard of this thing, which helps in the process of photosynthesis. Chloroplasts. Now chloroplasts are a group of plastids. They are mainly green in color. They contain a pigment which provides green color to them. They help in photosynthesis, and they are present, the chloroplasts are present in the plants, and they mainly show two regions. One is the stroma and the other is the grana. We often term chloroplasts as the kitchen of a plant. Okay? Kitchen of a cell, as they trap solar energy and perform photosynthesis. Another one is chromoplasts, which are mainly orange or yellowish in color. They often impart color to the petals of a flower or to many fruits, vegetables. Then there are leucoplasts. Leucoplasts are colorless. They mainly store starch in them. So this was about plastids. Now let us come to a final thing, that we have actually learned all the cell organelles. About all the cell organelles we learned about endoplasmic reticulum, we learned about mitochondria, we learned about ribosomes, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, centrosome, we learned about vacuoles, we learned about plastids, and we also learned about centrioles. So all these things are, I think it's very clear to you. If it is not clear, then you can rewind the video and you can watch the video once again. The parts I have told you, you can watch the video once again. Any problem you can obviously ask in the comment section. Now I will be, the thing I told you in the very beginning, that at the last I will be doing one small very important topic with you. that is differences between a plant cell and an animal cell. So differences between animal cell and plant cell. Animal cell, plant cell. I have wrote it in the board. Wrote it down in the board. You can, I think it is visible to you. You can note it down in your notebook if you want. Animal cell wall is absent. Plant cell wall is present. Animal cell vacuole is absent. Plant cell vacuole is present. Animal cell centrosome is present. Plant cell centrosome is absent. Animal cell lysosomes are present. Plant cell lysosomes are absent. So these are the major differences between animal cell and plant cell. So I hope this video will be helpful to you. We have completed the cell chapter. I will be coming with more new videos with new chapters, and see you on the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and watch the videos, study hard.